Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Addy here, just doing the quick community transmissions for Count Dooku, which is coming in about 3 hours or so. Coruscant Guard news and Geonosis balance tweaks, but we're going to go with the times right now. So PlayStation 4 is going to get it about 1 o'clock, which is 6 a.m. Mountain Time. And if you're in the West Coast, it's going to be about like 5 a.m. And then getting closer to the East, it's going to increase. You know, it's going to be like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., stuff like that. Xbox is going to be about 7 a.m. and PC is going to be about 8 a.m. So it's about 2 to 3 gigabytes. So they're just letting you know, just to prepare for it. Let's see here. The next one is we got some Geonosis balance tweaks. Just a quick heads up that we're going to lower the health of the ATTEs on Geonosis this Wednesday. We'll be monitoring the situation from there to see if any other changes we can tweak. This should help droids out and give them a better chance at winning. If I play as droids phase 2, I always lose. I played a game actually of as the clones and we lost phase 3. Not sure how, but everything was destroyed and we lost. Personally, I would also have the hard cell transports. I would have their health increased and the ion damage increased. It just gives it a little bit easier because when you have the ATTEs come in, they spawn relatively close to the objective. So it's kind of like a little bit of a balancing thing. Next up is the Coruscant guards. Just a note regarding the Coruscant guard. We are going to move them into February to align with our Clone Trooper reappearance rework. When we first set out to update the appearances, it was simply that an update of the appearances to bring them more in line with your expectations. As time has moved on, this has evolved into something more, and these updated appearances will now be a part of the Clone Trooper appearance rework that you will be reading more about in a few weeks' time. Due to this, we will now be releasing the Coruscant Guard alongside the rest of the Clone Trooper changes. So we're not getting the next Clone Legion. I actually prefer these guys. These are one of my favorites. We're gonna get them next month. I would assume with Anakin and the 501st. If not, then probably it's gonna be a little bit kind of like before Anakin. But hopefully they take their time. Hopefully they just steal whatever Orthohex has done and just copied and pasted his stuff, because that's pretty much as closest as you're going to get to the movie accurate versions. But we'll see. Regarding these appearances, if you're on PC and you use Frosty to mod your game, I will link Orthohex's Twitter and his mods in the description, so you guys can check it out to see what the appearances will actually be like, so you have something to expect. But now let's go into the main transmission, the Darth Tyrannus update. We're kicking off 2019 with the arrival of Count Dooku and some changes to Geonosis. We'll be making Geonosis available in a selection of other game modes, including arcade. The update is scheduled to release on January 23rd. As a certain Sith Lord once said, "I've been looking forward to this." Alright, so Count Dooku, he's a master duelist. Count Dooku excels at close combat with lightsaber and can deflect lightsabers easier than other lightsaber heroes. While his skills with lightsaber are to be feared, opponents will also be wise to avoid his lightning stun ability, where he can quickly unleash a blast of lightning. Opponents caught in the blast radius will be thrown to the ground. Calculating and confident, you should approach Count Dooku with caution. Count Dooku will be available to unlock via credits only, costing 35,000 credits. Abilities. Lightning Stun. Dooku unleashes a very quick lightning stun that throws all nearby opponents to the ground. The damage is reduced for each extra target up to a maximum of 5 targets. It should be increased, I think. I don't know why the damage is reduced, but I think they should increase the damage per lightning stun. I'm not sure if this is going to be Palpatine's chain lightning, or it's going to be like his lightning stun, where instead of them standing in there having a seizure, they just drop to the ground. Exposed weakness. This ability targets a single opponent and causes them to become affected by a number of detrimental effects. Anyone targeted by exposed weakness will have their movement slowed down, will receive increased damage from all attacks, and they will become highlighted for Dooku throughout the duration of the ability. Should the target be defeated by one of Dooku's attacks while exposed weakness is active, the cooldown is instantly refreshed. Damn. Duelist. This ability begins by Dooku raising his lightsaber up to his face and then down to his side, readying himself for combat. Once activated, Duelist will improve his lightsaber attack speed and damage for a short time. While active, Dooku will change his attack sequence, now dueling with one hand behind his back. Okay, dodge. His dodge is also on a shorter cooldown than others and with more charges available, making him a formidable foe for anyone goes up against him in close quarters combat. Alright, so he can dodge. It's going to be like probably, I would say, Maul's dodge. Probably. I'm not sure if he has, I'm not sure if it's like how they're going to do this. I don't know if these are 4 abilities, like left bumper, right bumper, the 2 bumpers, and something else. I'm not sure if it's going to be like that. Star cards. Sith Control affects his health. Description: Count Dooku has increased maximum health, rising power, health. Whenever Count Dooku defeats an enemy trooper, he regains 20 health. Finesse. Lightsaber. Count Dooku drains less stamina when blocking and attacking with his lightsaber. Blind Spot. It's a lightning stun. Lightning stun has a larger area of effect. Last seconds. Lightning stun. Lightning stun has a faster recharge rate, but its range is reduced by 1 meter. So I guess if you use these two, it's kind of like canceling each other out. Superiority. Exposed weakness. Exposed weakness is active on an enemy target for a longer time. Dominance. It affects the exposed weakness. Count Dooku's enemy target takes more damage while exposed weakness is active. Masterful Duelist affects his Duelist. Count Dooku deals even more damage while Duelist is active. Balanced Duelist effects reduces the recharge time of Duelist. Okay, his appearances. Sith Lord. The default appearance for Count Dooku comes in the form of his Sith Lord outfit, complete with his brown cape. So that's basically his Episode 2 skin, where he's watching over the Geonosis arena, or he's fighting Obi-Wan and Anakin at the end. Count Dooku victory poses. I am superior. You should reconsider. Unimpressed. Not worth the effort. He's got emotes. Foolish. Brave but foolish. Looking forward. I've been looking forward to this. Powerful. I've become more powerful than any Jedi. Control. And it says the Sith control everything. He's got some milestones. Too easy. Defeat 30 enemies with the duelist lightsaber strikes. So weak. Weaken 30 enemies with exposed weakness. Stay down. Hit 30 enemies with lightning stun ability. So all pretty simple, pretty easy. Voice lines. So he's got about 7. Count Dooku of Sereno at your service. It is obvious that the contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with the lightsaber. Hope is something we cannot allow our enemy to possess. I did not bring you here to flirt about like some Toydarian. I would have thought you had learned your lesson. So probably when you defeat somebody and another one comes in, it's going to be like that. Tell me what you want and I will show you how the dark side can help you achieve it. Ignorance of the Force will not save you from it. Alright, so now we have Geonosis coming to additional game modes. So this is like Heroes, Blast, and Arcade and stuff like that. The reception to Geonosis when it launched in November last year was very positive, but one question remained: when will it be coming to other game modes? The answer to that question is simple: in just a few days' time. Geonosis will be coming to Heroes vs. Villains and Blast, where you'll be able to experience Geonosis canyons on a smaller scale. The planet will also be available within Custom Arcade, making it a perfect opportunity to get some practice before jumping into Galactic Assault. So I would say that this section is phase 1, where you're trying to get the controls. I'm going to assume that that's the area that you have to pretty much be in, because it makes sense. Darth Tyrannus update release notes. New content features Count Dooku is playable and unlockable via credits. 3 abilities. Geonosis is now available on Blast, Heroes vs. Villains, and Custom Arcade. I don't know why it's not available on Strike. It's pretty much the same method. You grab those 2 control points, and it should just be like that. Hero and class changes. Fix several issues with abilities not always registering due to map geometry factors. Force heroes whose abilities reliability should be improved include Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Luke Skywalker, Rey, Yoda, Kylo Ren, Iden Versio's Joy Stun, as well as Emperor Palpatine's Electrocute have also been improved. Fixed issues where the audio for several characters' dialogues was reversed or missing. Fixed an issue where Iden Versio's Friend in Battle star card and Boba Fett's Bounty Claim star card would show the wrong icon. Fixed issues that would occasionally lead to a lightsaber blocking not being able to deflect attacks from enemies. Obi-Wan. Fixed an issue where Emperor Palpatine's Chain Lightning could damage Obi-Wan even when blocked. Fixed a visual clipping issue with Obi-Wan Kenobi's fingers in the fighting stance victory pose while the General Kenobi appearance was activated. Fixed an issue where Obi-Wan's Your Move emote would play out of sync when playing in a language other than English. Darth Maul. Fixed an issue where Darth Maul's choke ability would occasionally throw opponents in the opposite direction. I'm not sure if they fixed his lightsaber throw, because sometimes I don't think it's still working. Fix an issue where Leia's Laser Brain Epic Star card would occasionally cause the alternative fire damage of Leia to vary when equipped. Alternative fire damage when Laser Brain is equipped is now consistently 190. Phasma. Fix an issue where Captain Phasma would not always take reduced damage when using the Survivor ability, while the Not Hard Enough star card was equipped. Fix an issue where the First Order Sentry Droid ability was not always firing at targets that were too close. Grievous. Fix an issue where General Grievous could occasionally use the Thrust Surge ability on a speeder without animation or ability cooldown. Fixed an issue where Boba Fett's For the Hunt in-game UI was being triggered in the last spot where he activated it, rather than his actual location. Chewbacca. Fixed an issue where Chewbacca would occasionally be able to use the Slam ability twice when pressing the ability button at the end of the ability animation. Fixed an issue where Han Solo would occasionally be able to shoulder charge twice, again pressing the button at the end of the ability animation. Let's see here. Darth Vader. Fixed. Okay, let's drop this. Fixed an issue where Darth Vader was able to jump twice if the focused rage ability was used mid-air. Fixed an issue where Darth Vader was unable to move players while using Force Choke. I experience this all the time. I don't know if they're going to do the one where when you Force Choke somebody, it lasts about like a second and they instantly drop. I don't know why, but I guess that's not being addressed. We'll check later at the end. Kylo Ren. Fixed several issues that affected the gameplay of Kylo Ren's Frenzy ability. It is now finding targets better and successfully doing multiple hits if only one target is available. If there are several targets, Kylo Ren will jump between them. A targeting system has now been added for the ability. As a result to the above changes, the Bloodlust star card has now been changed to that Kylo Ren deals additional damage per strike, instead of increasing the amount of strikes. The possible total amount of damage that could be afflicted to a target is now 360 points. I'm glad they're not looking into the into his freeze ability, because Kylo has used the freeze ability on me. It's just a solo person, nobody else around, and I'm stuck for 7 to 8 seconds. I wish they would look into that as well. Specialist. Fixed an issue where the Specialist would cause too much melee damage when attacking from the back with the Stealth Star card equipped on an Epic. Melee damage from the back should deal 150 points. Fixed the visual issue where smoke from the acid launcher ability was used would occasionally not show on the Assault class. Alright, now we got some game modes and map changes. So some of these are actually pretty cool. Some of the changes are nice. I wish they would make Phasma's Blade Strike a little bit better. I don't know if Darth Maul's lightsaber throw still messes up for people, but it still doesn't work for me. Kylo Ren's freeze they should look into. And yeah. Oh, oh my god, I don't know what happened. Okay, let's see here. Game modes and map changes. Blast. Fixed an issue with the squad spawn default camera that prevented Naboo from being added to the blast rotation. Extraction, adjusted interior lighting in Jabba's palace in order to improve gameplay during the final phase. So I guess this means when you're looking outside, well, when you're the rebels and you're looking towards the main gate, it's extremely bright. You can't see anybody outside. So I don't know if they're gonna make it a little bit easier, but it's gonna be a lot easier for the Empire to defend. Well, it is easier for the Empire to defend until we get these changes. Geonosis, Galactic Assault. Here we go. Fix issues where players could get stuck on certain rock formations. Fix an issue where the objective UI was misleadingly decreased under certain circumstances in Phase 3 on Geonosis. Fix an issue where scoring events would not register while capturing an objective in Phase 3. Overall, VFX polish pass on Geonosis, visual updates on toxic waterfall, droid explosions, size of backdrop, ATTE, footprint effects, background lasers caused by spider droids. Okay. Seed. Fix an issue where the MTT would consistently display as out of range on your HUD. Crate. Fix an issue where flickering black screens would be occasionally encountered on Crate when the graphic quality on PC was set to low. I'm glad they're not looking into the ATM-6 falling through the map. That's always good. Kessel, Camino, and Takodana. Fix several map geometry and collision issues that would occasionally allow players to stay in out-of-bounds areas. Vehicle changes. Fix an issue where the pilots of the ATTE and AAT vehicles would receive personal damage from certain hero abilities. Vehicles now take proper hull damage when hit by these abilities. I would also like, I don't know if there's any, well, read this and then we'll check this out. We'll see what this is. Let's see, vehicle changes. AAT. Fix an issue where users would occasionally spawn on top of each other when spawning with two AATs at the same time. This is pretty much you spawn inside of each other and then it just spreads out, I guess. ATTE. Fixed an issue with collisions occasionally occurring within the wreckage of the ATTE when it is destroyed. Lando and Leet Millennium Falcon, or L337 is Leet pretty much. Fixed an issue where health regeneration delay was not being properly reduced by equipping the repair system star card on Lando and L337 Millennium Falcon. Now we got some general changes and known issues. General changes. Fix an issue where canceling or failing matchmaking while on the front end menu would occasionally cause certain UI options to become unresponsive until the player changed screens. This has happened to me where I canceled the searching for a game mode, pretty much Galactic Assault. I cancel it and I can't do anything unless I press B to go back. Fixed issues that would occasionally lead to no data available messages to display at the end of the round screen when a player has played several arcade matches prior to joining. Fixed an issue where the front-end menu text would not be displayed correctly when booting the title with the console location set to certain regions. Made an additional polish fixes to the layout of custom arcade menu and the accompanying map planet textures. Fixed an issue that would cause an error message to display on the time to challenge screen under the career menu. Fixed an issue where lightsaber audio would be occasionally missing when transitioning out of an emote that turns the lightsaber off. Fixed an issue in which the crate's submenu would occasionally remain on the screen as an overlay without any functionality. Fixed a lighting issue that would cause the faces of certain characters to appear overly shadowed during emotes. And now our known issues, an issue that has occurred with Obi-Wan and Rey not always being able to block attacks from Darth Vader or from Count Dooku when his duelist ability is active. This issue is being investigated and expected to be fixed at a later update. Expected to be fixed, so it's going to be fixed February 23rd, I guess? 24th, whenever the next one releases. So you get a month of this garbage to happen to you. Also, known issues. I personally have some where the infantry turret targets vehicles for some reason, even though it's for infantry, and you have ion turrets for that. The hangar bay doors on Phase 1 and 2, and even 3 of the Death Star, the doors from the Rebel side to the right and the Imperial side to the left. When you spawn as the Imperials in Galactic Assault, to your left you have the big hangar bay doors to allow ships to go through. You can shoot through, You can throw grenades and stuff through it. You can throw rockets and stuff through it. Infantry turrets and ion turrets can shoot through it. I don't know why it's not patched. All they have to do is pretty much put an invisible wall on all the windows that are facing the outside of the Death Star, and it's fine. I find, like, I don't know what else, to be honest. There's just a bunch of things. I can't even remember some of the stuff. Vader choke. I don't know why, but sometimes when I'm blocking, I'm still taking damage. There's still a bunch of stuff that they need to fix in and look into. Hopefully after February, I don't know what they're going to do with March. Maybe they won't have any DLC for March. If they don't have any DLC for March, hopefully they take the whole month to try to fix the bugs and then release it instead of try to do another DLC. I'm okay with that. Maybe they'll do some other stuff, but we'll see. So pretty much this is it for the updates. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I didn't have time to do anything today, but I will link all this in the description so you guys check it out and see how it goes. And yeah, I'll have everything linked, and I'll try to get gameplay as soon as I can. Not guaranteeing it. You might get gameplay of Count Dooku 9 p.m. Mountain time, or probably through the night, because I work Thursday 5:30 a.m. and I get off of work about 9 o'clock on Wednesday, so 9 p.m. and then I gotta go straight to bed. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try to get it up as soon as possible. Some flying around, some gameplay in 4K and stuff like that. We'll see. But for now, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. This is the community transmission. There are no images available for Count Dooku. I don't know why. Their excuse was they didn't have time. I guess they just didn't have time to do any simple screenshots, but whatever. There will be a video as well tomorrow, I believe, or today, that shows like the trailer, kind of what they did with Obi-Wan. So we'll see. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And I'll catch you guys and girls in the next video. Peace out.